The $50 savings challenge is everywhere right now, and there is a very good reason for that. It works, not in the complicated way that most financial advice works, requiring spreadsheets and discipline and a complete overhaul of how you think about money before you see any results at all. It works in the simple and immediate way that actually changes behavior for ordinary people who have tried other approaches and quietly given up when life got in the way. The premise is straightforward. You commit to saving $50 across the month of May using a structured weekly system that keeps the process visible, tactile, and genuinely motivating in a way that a number sitting in a bank account simply never manages to be for most people. Week 2, results are in, and the numbers are real. The challenge is working for the people who started it, and the ones who have not started yet have more than enough time to jump in and finish strong. Let us talk about exactly how it works and which variation is going to be the right fit for where you are right now. The roll and randomizer variation is the version that has gone most viral across social media platforms, and for good reason, because it turns saving into something that feels genuinely playful rather than punishing. The system works like this. You prepare a set of numbered envelopes, or a list of amounts from $1 to whatever your chosen maximum is. Each week or each day, depending on the version you are following, you roll a dice or use a random number generator on your phone to determine how much goes into saving. Some days you get a small number and breathe a sigh of relief. Some days you get a larger number and feel the mild challenge of finding that amount from the week's spending. The randomness is the entire point. It removes the psychological weight of committing to a fixed amount every single time and replaces it with a game-like structure that keeps engagement high across the full length of the challenge. People who have tried fixed-amount savings plans and abandoned them consistently report that the randomizer variation holds their attention in a way that the predictable version never did. Mini Monday is the variation built specifically for people who want a weekly anchor point rather than a daily commitment that can feel overwhelming when the week gets busy and complicated. Every Monday morning, you set aside a small and specific amount, never more than $15, into your savings envelope or your separate savings account. The genius of Mini Monday is in the framing. $15 on a Monday morning does not feel like a sacrifice. It feels like starting the week intentionally. It feels like a choice you made rather than a restriction imposed on you by a budget you resented from the moment you wrote it down. Multiply that Monday contribution across the 4 weeks of May, and you have already covered a significant portion of the $50 target before any of the other challenge variations have even kicked in alongside it. Cash stuffing is the third variation, and it is the one with the most powerful psychological mechanism behind it, even though it requires more physical effort than the digital alternatives. The system involves using actual physical cash, divided into labeled envelopes for different spending categories, and a separate envelope specifically designated for the savings challenge target. Every time you make a purchase, you take the cash from the relevant envelope, and every time you receive money, you physically handle the bills being set aside for saving. The act of touching, sorting, and placing physical cash into an envelope creates a neurological response that digital transactions simply cannot replicate. You feel the money leaving when you spend it, and you feel the savings growing when you add to the envelope. That physical reality changes spending behavior in ways that have been consistently documented in financial psychology research across multiple studies and populations. The $50 target across May is deliberately chosen to be achievable for almost anyone, regardless of income level. It is not so large that it creates immediate anxiety about whether success is possible. It is not so small that completing it feels meaningless or disconnected from any real financial goal worth pursuing. It is calibrated to be the kind of number that stretches you just enough to require actual intention, while remaining close enough to feel genuinely within reach from the very first week you commit to attempting. The people finishing week 2 right now are averaging savings rates that put them well ahead of the $50 target, and many of them are reporting something more valuable than the money itself. They are reporting a changed relationship with the act of saving. Saving has stopped feeling like deprivation and started feeling like a game they are winning. That shift in how saving feels is worth considerably more than $50 over any single month because it is the shift that makes the next challenge and the one after that feel possible in a way they never did before. Start today. Pick one variation, put the first amount aside, right? Now, before you have time to overthink the choice or talk yourself into waiting.